TikTok got banned for a reason. They lied to you.
But still, my measurement was right.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Hack Shack. It's week before sick week, and I've been slacking on videos, so I figured I'd make one and show you guys where we're at on the trailer. It's basically done. I gotta load it now. Got some lights on it, got it painted. We had to pull the drawer out and get 15 pounds of blasting sand out of it yesterday. It's extremely cold out here, so Juanita probably won't be in this video. she actually did the cleaning of the sand yesterday. It was nice and warm, but today it's like 30, and that's really cold for us. We're not used to that or built for it. So anyways, Cody helped me by airbrushing this stuff before I cleared it. I did the rattle can fake patina, and then he enhanced it and we cleared it. I pulled it yesterday. Here's well, you saw the thumbnail is a picture of it in tow. The truck is not happy about it. So not the truck. The truck is fine. It's the coilovers. They do not hold the weight. And I was afraid of that because it's coilovers. You know, they're set up for the truck, and then you add 300 and something pounds of tongue weight. It was not happy. So what I'm going to do is jack it up when I'm towing. I'm going to jack it up and stick the coil springs back in place because they just slip in. So when towing, it's going to have the coilovers and the coil springs. I know that's redundant, but it's easier than putting airbags on it that are staying and adding weight to the truck. It's heavy enough. So I got the springs, and they're free. I already have them, so just jack it up. We got to jack it up and change the tires anyway. We'll just jack it up and stick the springs in. No big deal. So I guess today I'm just going to be getting some stuff put in here and just kind of figuring out what all we need to take. I haven't made a video in a couple of weeks because I got the last one. I guess it wasn't a good video. I thought it was okay. It's just a little update, and it I think right now it's up to 160 views, but maybe with the closing of TikTok, more people will be watching YouTube. I don't know. I don't know if TikTok's coming back or not, but I heard it's banned, and I don't have it, so I don't know. I don't pay much attention to it, but I guess we can walk around and do a little update. The Dodge is up and running. It's running okay. It's still got to be tuned, but I got it to where it'll start and idle and do the things. Here's a little clip of that. Boop. Now that was before I got the dash and stuff in. The board's there for when I start trying to do the alignment. I need something to hold the steering wheel straight. But the dash is in, and it's permanently in. I started mounting stuff. There's the air ride controller. I'm gonna make a little deal for the Holly dash to go there where it'll flip up. This flips and hides, so I'm gonna do the same thing for the Holly dash. The gauges are super cool. I'm gonna turn the battery on and show you that. I'm not gonna start it because I can't. I have no ventilation today. It's cold outside. I don't want to deal with fumes in here today. Been coughing a little bit. I don't want to make that even worse. Here's the gauges. I just turned them on, and they freaking match the dash. It's so cool. Behind here is a fuel gauge, and then the volt gauge you can kind of see. But this setup just is a speed, oil, and water. I just noticed that it doesn't have a tack on this setup. You can change that, and like we could make the water here and the oil here and a tack, or there's different setups you can do, but pretty cool color. And you actually can scroll through here, and it has a couple different layouts. This one's cool. It's like vintage looking. I really like this one for the color. But anyways, that's that. And pretty happy with the gauges and how all that works. Hopefully, shortly after sick week, this thing will be tuned and running properly and headed to get interior. We'll see how it goes. If we don't get too bad of a freeze, it'll have glass in it this week. Got the bed floor back in here. Some new sponsors for sick week. We appreciate all you guys. Just a quick little look at those. Head on back here. Oh, the green truck is missing. If any of y'all 160 people that watched the video last week are here, the green truck went to get a roll cage put in it. So I don't do roll cages for other people. There's too many people that are really good at that. Let them do it. So Tino, we were waiting on this toolbox, and I got it back yesterday, or I got it yesterday. So now I can mount the box, mount the bottle, and run the lines. And then after sick week, we'll be able to get it tuned. But Anthony painted that thing. It was like basically a new toolbox. It was really nice silver. And they took it over to Anthony, and I guess he's in South Houston. And he painted it to match the truck. Check that out. That dude's good. So anyway, this thing's it's just been waiting on stuff. The brakes are on the 57. I test drove it. Everything's doing pretty good. It's pretty happy, stopping good, going good. So it's gonna go home soon. That's really about it out here. I guess we'll start loading the trailer and see what we come up with on that. This ain't got a whole lot of a video this week. I just kind of wanted to throw one out there and let y'all know we're still going to sick week, and that's next week, so we probably won't have a video next week. But the week after that, sick week will be over, and we're gonna try to do a full on video for the whole week of sick week. So, anyways, let's get to work, I guess. I'll throw the springs in there just so they're in there, and I can hook the trailer up and haul it together without damaging my coilovers. I'll throw those in and then go get stuff out of the camper and the little generator and stuff and start putting various tools and stuff in. I think we got some of this carpet left that we put in here. I may throw some carpet down in here just to pad it. But all right, let's get to work. Well, that's all it took. It took about a whole minute to do it. Time lapse, obviously looks a little shorter, but they're in there. You see them? Well, you can't really hardly see them, but they're in there. Either way. Also, I removed the horns the other day and the valve and the line for that. It had a leak, and I don't need horns. And look, after I took the horns out, I found some more of that New Mexico desert dirt. I'll have to wash that off before we go racing, but that was behind all the horn stuff. I couldn't get in there to wash it. So I've been asked a couple times. These are on here because those are already on there. We're gonna trailer this whole package to Georgia for the first day of racing, and I didn't see any point to changing tires there. We just throw those on there. We'll do the racing on the first day, and then we'll change to those. So when we're normally driving on the street, it's going to be on these tires on the street, and then those billet specialties and drag radials, they'll be mounted on here with a cable lock. So that's the best I can do to secure them. But anyways, all right, I'm gonna go get some junk and put it in the trailer. Well, the 57 went home, and I started gathering up this stuff, but then I thought about it, and I remembered that the old tow pig needs an oil change before we go to Georgia. So I have all the stuff to do it. The lift was free because the car went home, so I'm gonna go ahead and change the oil real quick. I'm not going to put y'all through the whole process of changing the oil. I'm sure you know how to do that. So I'll be back in a minute. Well, I changed my fuel filters. The oil's still draining. I got the numbers off of the Fast website and bought Wix filters probably like, I don't know, before SEMA. And they've been riding around the truck, and I finally changed them, which they were not due. I just wanted a spare set to take on the road with us when we went to SEMA. Anyway, I never really looked at them. So I just changed them because they are due and I needed to change them. But they're they're as low as that big old tank, or maybe just a little bit lower. And I do not like that at all. So I guess I'm going to order some Fast, specific brand Fast filters, because I can't handle that being that low. But these will work for right now. I'll get some Fast filters maybe this week before Georgia trip, and then after the Georgia trip, if those even survive and don't get knocked off, I'll after the Georgia trip I'll change them. Might as well get a few miles out of them, so it's not totally wasted money. God, that's terrible. So if you got a Fast on your diesel truck and you don't want the filters hanging to the ground, don't buy the Wix ones. I can't find a shorter one. If anybody knows of a shorter one and you're watching, you happen to be watching this, let me know, because I'd rather buy a Wix because I can get it from the auto parts. But for now, I'm going to order 2 sets of the Fast ones, and whatever. It is what it is. All right, back to the oil change. I caught her out here in the cold. What are you doing?
I'm trying to make a mount for GPS.
GPS?
Because
It's not GPS.
You hook your phone up to it and...
Oh, it is GPS. I thought it was just for backup camera.
No, you could hook your phone up to it.
Why, you don't want to navigate?
No, we'll get lost. We'll be in Wyoming.
Oh, yeah. Going back to Wyoming, huh? Well, what's the plan here?
Well, I 3D printed this piece. I 3D printed this piece. It also has magnets in there, but I want to make sure it sticks real good. So it's going to go under the dash, like that.
And clean the bottom of the dash real good?
No, not yet.
Okay, yeah, do that, because you know it's probably rusty and dirty.
But it's going to go in there.
Well, that's pretty cool. You know, worst case, move that real quick. You might be able to put it on the roll bar right there and run a couple big zip ties in between those relays, maybe, if it doesn't stick. Either way, I don't know if y'all can see, it's dark in there, but it's gonna be hooked to a backup camera that'll go to the back of the trailer or the back of the truck, wherever we put it, because it just plugs in, and you just plug it into the little auxiliary power cigarette lighter, which nobody has anymore. Except Tino. Tino's got one that works. All right, I gotta get back to my oil change.
Okay.
I'm almost done. All right, nothing but the good stuff. Drink it up. Drink that medicine. Rotella T4. All right, oil change is done. Reset both the lights. And now I gotta move it, and I'm gonna put the milk truck in here to prepare for the freeze. Just gonna put it on this lift. So here we go. Look, if I wait long enough, she'll do the carpet liners for the toolbox.
I have enough of 3 drawers.
Well, it's better than no drawers. You cut that little skinny one and put it in the other one, just it'll be there, you know? Better than nothing, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome.
The old milk truck, Juanita's been out here working. She's got it all pretty much trimmed out, black vinyl, all looking good. We're thinking we're gonna take this thing to Mecum in April. I think it's April. Mecum in Houston. See if we can cash in on it. Probably not, but I think we're gonna take it to Mecum anyway. put a quieter fan on this thing. It's crazy. You can barely hear the exhaust. Yeah, before Meekum, it's getting a quieter fan. And probably getting rid of the toggle switch, which it's key on, so you can leave the switch on, the fan on. When you turn it off, it turns the fan off. But they'll end up leaving it off or something and overheating in front of everybody, and then it won't sell. So I think I'm just gonna do away with the switch. And I got a good speedometer. This speedometer never worked right because it's for a big truck, and the 4L80 and GM computer just doesn't put out the right signal for it. So it's got like probably 2,000 miles on it, and it's only showing 300. Because no matter how fast you're going, 70, 80, I've been 100 in it. It shows like 20 miles an hour is the max. So I got a GPS speedometer that looks real similar to this. I'm going to put in there after sick week. Right now I don't have time for anything. But if you are interested in the milk truck, now's the time, because I haven't paid for Meekum yet, and I probably won't for till probably right before we leave for sick week. That way, in case something happens, because it's $1,000 to enter into Meekum. How is it that far off? I didn't even turn the wheels. Oh, that's dumb. I don't want to start it in here today. Don't need the fumes, but you're spraying glue, so I don't have fumes anyway, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna pull it over real quick. Hear me?
Yeah.
Much better. Much better. The springs hold the weight a whole lot better. Cool.
Want to know something that I learned?
What'd you learn?
So when you're trying to measure inside box, you know how a lot of people always do it like that to get the measurement?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they banned TikTok, but I learned it off of there. Take the measuring tape.
I heard TikTok was back.
No.
Are you sure? Brian and them said it's back.
Oh, well, I deleted the app, damn it. Anyways, so you hold your tape measure to the end.
Okay.
You bring it all the way till the back touches.
The chain's in the way.
No, it's not. It's fine. The thing's hitting down there.
Oh, okay.
So it shows 7 3/4.
Uh-huh.
Take that number 2 and you add it. So it's 9 3/4. So if you go like this, it's 9 3/4.
Do it again.
What do you mean? Like this?
So that's 7 3/4.
Uh-huh.
And then the second number.
Is a 2. So you add 2 to it.
So that's not a 2 meters?
No. Well, it is, but you add the second number to it.
Huh? I think TikTok lied to you.
Well, still, it measured right. So.
Measure it.
Oh, sorry.
Was it 2? See, it's only 1 3/4.
But still.
TikTok got banned for a reason. They lied to you.
But still, my measurement was right. Damn it.
Because the chain was in the way. TikTok lied to you.
Well, still, it was on TikTok.
And they got banned for a reason.
It was on TikTok, and I tried it out, and my measurement's fine. So.
Well, that tape measure's junk. I don't like that tape measure.
This is my favorite one.
It's because it's little. What I don't like is, look, it's upside down with your left hand. When you're trying to measure, it's upside down with your left hand. So you look at the inches, you know, because we're Americans and we're the only ones that use inches. And if you flip it over for your right hand, it's metric touching. I can't stand this tape measure.
I like it because it's small.
You can have it.
But I like the ones.
You're looking for the yellow one.
This one.
Oh yeah, it's got the numbers, the little numbers, and decimal. This is a good one.
This is a good one. The one I want tells you all of this, and then on this side, it tells you what the center point is for your measurement.
Yeah, I know. I've been looking for one. I can't find one.
They're expensive. But still, I learned that on TikTok a while back, and I want to give it a try.
TikTok lied.
I don't care. It still worked.
Kinda.
My measurements are right.
Well, okay, the carpet fit. Angry. Well, it's pretty well loaded. These 2 cans are full of E85. That one's full of water, just so we'll have some water if we need it. The got some spare parts and electrical kit, and then a little tool set down there. Generator, it's full of gas. Extra fluids, my air filters, 2 chairs, box of rags. Our clothes are gonna go up there. And then this thing, which it does not roll very easy, but it's not terrible. That's why I got that jack to put on there. But spare starter, CV joint, computer, which the computer and the radio is going in our bags. They're not staying in the trailer just in case it gets broke into or something's dumb. But ratchet strap, toe strap, extension cord, wipes, extra airline, which I probably won't need since I'm not going to turn it up on for the event. Metric and standard bolt kit, little tool bag, extra fuel pump, random tools. I mean, I'll probably, oh, there's a plug kit for a tire. I got a little air compressor I'm going to take. It'll go up in the top, and then that's about it. That's about all we're taking. If I need too much more than that, we're kind of in a bind, so. But putting those springs in there did the trick, because it's got pretty much all the weight, and it's not squatting too bad. I turned the shocks back down and added those springs, and it seems to be fine. So should be good to go. Now, what else do I need to get into before I call it a day? So I just remembered the last video I put out, which only a couple of y'all have asked what I was planning. What I was planning that I kind of hinted about was the no list. So I have a no list for work and I guess personal, really. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go over my no list real quick just because it's kind of funny. I was pissed off when I made this, okay? Mad. And I'm not gonna say why. There's no, the GoPro went off. There's no reason to bring it up. It's not worth my time, but I was aggravated, so I made I didn't make the no list. I made a video about it. And I watched it, and you can tell I'm mad, and I don't need to put that negative crap on the internet. There's no point. There's enough negativity. So my no list is as follows in the shop. I don't do rust repair. There's people that do it. I don't do paint and body work, people that do that. Same kind of paint and body goes with rust repair. Just let them do it. Late model vehicles, I don't work on them. If it's newer than probably 95, I just don't mess with them. I like the old stuff. It's easier. Chinese wiring harnesses, whether it be LS, LT. What are we doing? There's some in the zip tie drawer.
I didn't see that.
Well, here, take these. It's okay. I'm not doing anything. Anyways, Chinese harnesses, other than Holly, because you kind of have to use Hollies and they're Chinese unless you go with there's companies that make them. So far I haven't used one yet. Anyway, I just don't mess with the cheap harnesses. Too much risk in that. Doctoring up or rigging your old wiring harness, I don't mess with that. It's just not worth it. Somebody wants me to do something unsafe. I mean, if I feel like it's unsafe, just do it yourself. I don't know. It's just too much, again, liability in that. Throttle body fuel injection, like Holly Sniper, Fast makes one, MSD. There's JAGs. There's a bunch of them that make them. I do not mess with them. It's on there, and I need to try to make it run or whatever. I can do that, but I'm not diagnosing it. I'm not repairing it. If the thing runs, I'll work on the car, but I'm not gonna mess with the TBI stuff or whatever you want to call it. The throttle body fuel injection integrated system. I don't know. I just don't like them. Don't mess with them. I've never really had one that was perfect, and I don't want to put myself through that crap anymore. AccuAir, Air Ride, don't like it. Just too complicated. Internal engine transmission or differentials, I don't build them. I have them done. There's professionals that do that. I'm I guess more of a parts installer, parts changer, fabricator. I guess I don't. There's people that build motors and transmissions and stuff. I don't do it. Pushy people, like people that want to try to force you to work on their stuff. That's a big no for me. If you are already pushing and being hard to deal with and I haven't got your vehicle, I'm not going to get your vehicle. I'm sorry, but how are you going to act when I get it? And I hate to be like that, and I'm not saying that I'm some great guy that everybody wants to deal with, but I don't want to make my situation any worse than it is, in that kind of, in the work situation. And last and definitely not least, remote tuners. Never again. Do not mess with remote tuners. Nope. If you are a potential customer and you need to use a remote tuner, you need to deal with it. I'm just not gonna do it. I got an awesome tuner in Grand Texas Dyno Richard and Jason over there. They are awesome. There's other great local dyno shops and tuners too, and they're great. And I don't have anything bad to say about any of them. But I'm not using a remote tuner ever again. So anyway, that's my no list, and that's what I was gonna put out the next week, and I was gonna make this big stink and make this aggressive video that was super negative, and I decided against it. So I just figured I'd throw this in here. So in case you were wondering, the 160 of you that watched the last two weeks ago video, that's what I was getting at, is no list. It's okay to have a no list. It's okay to tell people no. It's okay to tell anybody no. You don't want to do that. You don't feel comfortable doing it. Don't do it. I mean, my buddy Keith, he used to be the keeper of the no list, and me and him went over this before I was going to make the other video, and the no list is actually shorter than I thought it was going to be. So it's something that kind of, it's been a running joke, but like I say, I was mad, and I'm over it now. But the no list is still in place for a reason. Keep me sane and keep customers happy. If I don't go into a job that I don't like or know that I'm going to fail at, then I'm probably going to come out of the job better, and the customer's going to get a better product. So just makes more sense. Smart decisions, maybe. I don't know. Probably one of the few that I have made. Anyways, I guess I got to help Juanita install a camera, backup camera, because that's what we're doing now. So. What you doing?
I made a different mount. 3D printed a different one. This one actually goes.
Oh, that's good.
I just gotta tighten up the zip ties.
Yeah, that's really good.
I just gotta put on.
Did you run out of black?
I did.
I'm not being critical. I'm just asking.
You are.
I was just curious why you use gray. And I don't care. This truck doesn't matter. But
yeah, I ran out of black.
So that's cool. That's way better. Did you find that? Like, you just found that file and printed it, or you made it?
No, I made that.
Oh, that's awesome.
I didn't know on the bar, so everything in 3D printing is done in millimeters, and that like screws me up.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm dealt with inches, so trying to convert it and stuff, it's not quite right.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, we're gonna see.
Looks like you did a great job, as always.
But no, the GoPro mount is on the internet. You can get that file. So I just
added that to a circle.
To
or whatever.
I call it a half moon.
Yeah, half circle, whatever. I don't know. All right, where are we gonna run this wire at? I'm tired. I wish it was Bluetooth.
I know.
Because I am sick of running wires in this truck.
I know.
Anyway, we're going to figure that out and get back with you. So we, mostly me, decided that I didn't want to run any more wires in this truck. So I'm not putting a backup camera on it.
Whatever.
Oh, she mad now. What she wanted the screen for was it has GPS and stuff where you can connect your phone and use GPS and all that. So we don't really need a camera, do we?
I mean, if you can see around it.
I can see around. I backed it in here, no problem. It only took 9 tries. No, I'm just kidding. It didn't. Yeah. We didn't have it on the camper, and we got through just fine. Okay. I just don't want to run more wires through this truck somewhere, and then have a connection at the back, and then another set of wires, and connect to. I just don't want to do it. That's all it is to it. I just don't want to do it.
Whatever.
So we were looking at wireless. They make them wireless. They're like $100 for a wireless camera with a screen, but they don't do GPS. And she said the real reason she wanted this was for the GPS, so she doesn't take us to Wyoming.
That's right.
So we got that. That part's done. She did it. She's awesome.
I'm gonna watch YouTube on it.
She helped me with the trailer a bunch and the truck, and I appreciate it. And we're gonna have a good time next week, hopefully. And
if we don't freeze before then.
Yeah. Right now we got to go do some weatherproofing on some pipes and get ready to make dinner and all that junk and edit a video. So I think that's gonna do it for this video. I appreciate y'all watching. If you're not subscribed, go do that, because why are you watching if you're not gonna subscribe? Anyway, see you later.
Bye.